Is the trading a lonely sport?
I will definitely say so. That's a lonely sport, but not because it's one, because we made it.
What's the most important thing you've learned from trading?
I would say definitely that strategy comes first, because a lot of people saying like mindset comes first, and I'm like in a conflict with that, let's say. Most of the traders are here just to make quick money. They want to go for one trade. I'm going now Bitcoin long with 100 leverage, and tomorrow I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm going out of this position, and that's my game. And I think that's like the problem with the way of looking at it. So risk management is essential when you want to start trading, and also to find your strategy, because there's a lot of strategy out there. And then of course the next thing here, we're seeing here like a graph with the basically positions, like long to short positions, and we're seeing like here when it's in green, more longs are at risk in the market, and when it's red, more shorts are at risk. So we have like a clue if we're bullish or bearish, of course.
On a big time frame?
Yeah. So we are now on the daily. We obviously see here.
Здравейте, инсайдери! Днес имам голямата радост да ви представя Фабио, трейдърът на Нюма, който е съумял да оцелее трудните времена в криптото, ups and downs и някакси да изгради стратегия, която да го направи консистентен уинър. Днес ще си поговорим за това какво е трейдинга за него, как разсъждават трейдерите и каква е неговата стратегия. Дори още нещо ще го помоля да ни покаже как анализира графиките и как влиза в позиции. Разговор ще е на английски и може да си включите субтитрите отдолу от видеото. Fabio, welcome to the show. Let's start with the beginning.
Pleasure to be here.
So before we jump into the technical stuff, tell me more about you and how did you first get into trading?
Like the first time I ever touched like something with trading was like back in the days 2016 should be, like 8 years ago. It was like through my one friend that studies like in school economics, and he had like the topic in school stocks generally, and he told me about like, yeah, there's something that calls like trading. You can trade like stocks and all that stuff. You can make money online. And I was like, sounds good. Making money online, of course, the dream of everyone. And I was like, okay, please tell me more. And so like he told me about the stuff that he learned there. And that was like the first time that I ever like had something to do with trading generally.
And what was your first contact with crypto?
With crypto, it was, I believe so, 2021 or so. I came on crypto basically through my one friend. He was also, of course, a trader. He told me about, yeah, there is something with crypto, and I know that crypto is out there, but I was very sketchy about it because I came from the background of trading like more stocks. And we all know like the stocks players are more against crypto. And so I was. And then I read through the whole thing, what is crypto, for what is crypto here, the use case, CC. And through that I was then convinced that crypto was something that will stay in the market and will grow. And on this point then I changed completely on trading crypto instead of trading stocks, because I saw the up potential in crypto even more than in stocks.
Okay, you're right now about 24 years old, right?
23.
23.
Yes.
You're from Switzerland.
Yeah.
And do you remember the moment where you said, okay, this is the thing I want to explore?
Like to do for a living, or?
Yeah.
Like, as I said, with 15, I started to trade. Then I was like doing my stuff, and with like pretty soon, like with 16 or 17, I was like, okay, there will definitely be a thing that I want to do longer, like for my living, to like make money, of course, to be better at it, because it was like, as I said, like you make money online, a very comfortable thing. Back in the days, I didn't know like the mental things that will come with it. But yeah, with like 16 or so, I was like locked in and said to myself that would be definitely the thing that I want to do for my rest of my like business life. Let's say that.
From the moment you placed your first order to becoming the trader you are today, what did your journey look like for you?
I would say you can basically say it looks like a roller coaster with the, of course, up and downs. It was like pretty rough in the beginning, let's say that, because of course you start doing something that you never done before. It's completely new for you, and for me it was like more in the beginning learn instead of doing it, because I was like, of course, scared of losing money. And then I started trading with my own money. With, of course, I like also with 15 made money, then lost it again, made, of course, new money, of course, lost it again. And it was like always the ups and downs, but luckily I was always able to secure not all the money that I made, but at least some percentage-wise of it. So I was always up with the percentage that I made it. And there was like one thing that really helped me to get through the whole 8 years, basically.
And in what year you became consistently profitable?
The year, I don't know. It's like I started with 15. With 15, I was like profitable for like 1.5, 2 years. It was like more consistently, but back in the days, I didn't have like that strategy that I have today. What I say, okay, each single time looks the same when I trade. Back in the days was like more Picasso, let's say that. You're doing things because you believe in the art of doing that. And it went well, luckily for me. So I can say I was like pretty early, very profitable and all that stuff. But with a structure, like with a system, all that, I would say maybe 5 years or 4 years ago, I started to have like consistently profitability with a strategy that I use for every single trade, and it looks every single time the same.
This just confirms how much time it really takes to master this craft.
That's true.
What's the most important thing you've learned from trading?
I would say definitely that strategy comes first, because a lot of people saying like mindset comes first, and I'm like in a conflict with that, let's say, because what I learned over the 8 years is it don't matter how good your mindset is. When your strategy is bad, you will be not profitable. So I would say, like, I will also say to everyone that want to start trading, you should look on the strategy first and later on focusing more on the mindset, because only let's say the people saying, okay, mindset is important, that already made it, they already are profitable. And why they're saying it? Because with the mindset, they're saying then, okay, you took not this trade because you were scared, you didn't took that because of that. But with a strategy that's working, that's always the same, you have like your strict checkpoints, you can't be influenced by your mindset, because if the strategy say it's valid trade, you take it and you don't care about the rest, basically.
And what you learn about yourself through trading?
I learned like to be more patient in life, because you can't rush things, you can't force the market, and it humbled me also in a certain way, because the market show you who you are really, like what personality you have. The personality comes more out. If you're more aggressive person, you will be more aggressive on the chart. And for me, it was like pretty hard, let's say, in the beginning to be one with myself while I was trading, because the emotional impact is crazy when you're on the charts.
What separates the traders who survive 5+ years from those who blow up and disappear?
I would say it's consistency, as usually, that you are like, okay, I'm doing it for a longer time, I want to do it to be profitable. Most of the traders are here just to make quick money. They want to go for one trade. I'm going now Bitcoin long with 100 leverage, and tomorrow I'm a multi-millionaire, I'm going out of this position, and that's my game. And I think that's like the problem with the way of looking at it. Yeah.
How has trading changed you outside the money, your life, your relationships? Is the trading a lonely sport?
I will definitely say so. That's a lonely sport, but not because it's one, because we made it a lonely one. And for me also, it was very like hard in the beginning. I was doing it, of course, with my one friend, but then soon he was like just a professional yapper, I would say, just telling me, yeah, that's crazy, you need to do that, you need to do that. I never did it. So I went on my lonely journey because I was actually want to do something with that knowledge to make myself like a better trader. And later on, of course, I met another friend. It's now a very good friend of mine and like the best trader that I also know. And he's like very like, he helped me also through this journey because he was my trading buddy. And it's for the mind, like mindset, psychology, just all time, like every single time I can speak. It's just for the mindset very good, and for your psychology to have someone to talk about. Because like when you go into your community, let's say that you have people that knows what trading is, they have the same mindset, they have the same, not the same knowledge, but they have the knowledge, they share it, they want to improve it. It's just the environment that you are in, and you really feel it, and it really impacts yourself like personal wise and also as a trader.
Isn't this a double-edged sword? It can help you, but definitely it can completely mess you when you talk about crypto with other people.
Yes, it's a double-sided sword, I would definitely say, because when you're with the wrong people, you will be a worse trader than yesterday. But when you're with the right people, you'll be improving yourself over the time. So I would say pick the people that you're trading carefully. As usual, that they're saying, like, just pick the people carefully that you're surrounding with.
What was the darkest moment you've had in the trading, and what kept you from quitting?
Like my darkest moment that I had was definitely in the beginning times. After like 1.5 years, 2 years, I was profitable. I was thinking I know what I'm doing, of course, because like the ego is also playing a thing. I was young. I didn't have like any clue what will come to like against me. Then like of course with losing money, it impacts you. Then like also what happened. So otherwise, my life was like not, let's say, was not the best thing, and then it like impacted my psychology. With that, also my trading. That was like definitely the darkest point. But what kept me always playing this game of trading was always I saw that people are making money with it, and I was like, okay, when someone can do it, I can also do it because I'm my own, like I playing against myself, and when I can master it, I can become also like one of the persons that are on the top, making just good money with that and live with that.
It looks like playing chess.
Yeah.
It's always you're playing against you.
Yeah.
Do you remember your biggest loss? And what happened? How much it hurt? And what did actually you learn from it?
Like my biggest realized loss was also like in the beginning of my trading days, like in my first 1.5 years trading, was like somewhere around 5 figures or so. And it really impacted me, of course, because it's a high number, especially back in the days when you're like 15, 16. And yeah, it impacted me a little, but because I was like always driven by making money and understood like that money is like a concept, I was like really not that crazy bothered of losing it, because I was always with the mindset behind I will get it back, let's say.
Okay. People always ask about winnings, but what was your proudest comeback story after a brutal period?
My proudest comeback was definitely 2021. I think it was 2021 when I came back from my 1.5 year of trading break, because as I said, like it impacted me. My psychology went to the basement, and I took some hits. Then I was like, okay, I take this time to rebuild myself, to be clear of what I want to do and how I can achieve it. And then basically 2021, I said, I'm back in the game, started then with the crypto stuff also, said, okay, new topic, a new era can start. And with that, I was like also like very proud of myself, because now I'm here thanks to that moment.
Back then, what were you actually trading?
I traded like a lot of stocks, of course, like the stocks that are known, like Apple, Amazon, Facebook, like back in the days Facebook, now Meta. Then also Tesla when it came out, because Tesla was like just a dumb...
It was popular, yeah.
Yeah, it was popular, it was an easy way to make money. And also like funny thing, my biggest trade back in the days was on the Tesla long there. And also I traded gold and copper. Like I traded almost like everything, you can say, because I didn't have like the strategy in the beginning. I was just like depending on the vibe, what I want to trade, how it looks like, and did more like the research in the like globally to see how the economy is driven, and based on that I traded the stuff.
How did you handle FOMOs during massive pumps? Do you feel FOMO today?
Of course. Like it will be a lie when I say I'm FOMO proofed, because we are humans, and of course the emotions are there, of course. And how it handle it is just with a simple rule, and it's like my rule is always strategy. Just one word, strategy. Because I don't need to be scared of, okay, I can now kick a FOMO hit when it pumps, because I know, okay, at this point I want to go out of my position. And at this point I need to go out of my position, otherwise I lose too much money. And also because I know when it comes to this point, my whole setup is invalid. So with that, like I managed my FOMO, but let's say with the investment part, there's like more for me like the FOMO, because I know like when I see like cryptos pumping, it's for me not the FOMO, okay, how much money can I make and that stuff. It's more like I should buy more, you know, because now the price is higher, I need to pay more for the same thing. And there's of course more FOMO for me, but it's like the positive FOMO, I would say so.
Nice. How much time do you spend actually looking at charts?
Like back in the days, it was not like 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. Like as I said, Picasso, it's art it was art for me. But now with my strict rules, I trade like from like Bulgarian time, like 10. I start trading at 10 to like 1.5. And then I do a break and start trading again like at 15 to 6 p.m. Like 15 to 18 o'clock. With crypto, I basically trade all the time. Like I don't have like strict time zones when I trade. It's like more when the market is giving me an opportunity, I trade. But overall, you can say my eyes are on the trading chart in a day, like for at least 4 hours. But usually, like it's more like 6 to 8 hours.
You mentioned Picasso. Can you paint a picture of your normal trading day? When you wake up, how you start?
Yeah, like my day starts, of course, I wake up, Then I'm brushing my teeth with the left hand because I'm a right-hander, and for the neuron, for the brain to have like improvement there, let's say that, I do it with the left hand. Then I'm going to drink my drink from Brooklyn. I know like the people know like Brian Johnson. It's like the healthy dude, and I have from him like the meals and all this stuff because I'm really caring about my health. And then I'm drinking that. Then I'm doing my sport for 30 minutes at least. After that, I take a shower, and then I'm back instant on my trading chart. And then I'm living there for at least noon or so. And after that, I eat something, and then I'm back on the chart. And then before I sleep, like I always like it's. I think every trader know what I mean. Like when you're a trader, you have no time off. It's like always consistently. You're looking on the chart. You're looking on your phone because of it, not because you need to, because you're used to do that all the time, and it's the market. It's always moving.
So you basically you have discipline in your routines, and does this discipline help you in trading?
Definitely, with the routines, like my body, like my mind, my body gets used to it that I need to do it. I don't care what happens. Like I don't care if I'm waking up on a bad mood. I need to do my sport. I don't care if I don't want to brush my teeth. I need to. And with this whole thing, it helped me also with the trading because when I see a setup and the setup is valid, I need to take this trade because otherwise I don't trust in my strategy. And when I don't trust in my strategy, I don't trust in that my strategy is profitable and the strategy is based on me. So it's like a compound effect because when you don't, like I would say with the routines, you build like momentum, and with this momentum and this consistency, you feel it also in your personal life, and with that it's also an impact on trading because it's just like how everything is with consistency.
Okay, before we continue with the technical part of our conversation, can you share with our audience how much money you've made from trading till today?
Like honestly, to the people, I don't know the numbers, like exact numbers, because as I mentioned in the beginning, I lost kind of the feeling to money, not because I don't appreciate what money can buy for you. It's more the reason because I know what the money, like fiat currency, is at the moment, and it's and that's also the reason why I don't like know the exact numbers, and also the reason why I don't care if I have a loss or a profit. But I would say like it's in this like 7 figures numbers, but it's always like it's stocked. It's like it's in the 7 figure numbers, but it's not in my bank account because I'm a trader. Also with crypto, it's all in my cold wallet because I'm believing that with this money I can make even more over the time, and yeah.
So does that mean that you can fully live from trading?
Yes, I can live with trading, of course, because otherwise I wouldn't be here. And like, it's always, the numbers are always different. Each single day they are different. Each single month you perform like maybe a month not that good, a month negative, a month better. But you can say like definitely I live with.
Do you have a financial background?
You can say so, because like I'm from Switzerland, and like in Switzerland, like you know, let's just keep it like that. But like I don't came from a rich family, like or something with my parents didn't have like any clue what like stocks are or that. It's like just like the normal people that are living, they're buying a house, they want to have enough money for the family to do holidays and all this stuff. And of course, because in Switzerland, like the standards are higher, you make more income. Of course, we had like more money than like people like in here, like in Bulgaria. But of course, our living costs were also more. But like that was also like the reason why for me, was very important, like I would also say. And I'm also very thankful for my parents that I came not from a very low standard from Switzerland, like a middle part, because with that I was always like driven to more, to make more money, and it helped me also through my whole journey.
And what about your education?
My education is basically just the bare minimum that you need legally in Switzerland. I just went to the school, and after that I went to do apprenticeships, quitted that because I figured out it's not for me. Of course, like would say like I don't want to work for someone, but it was for me like more I don't want to work with these things. Like I did like an apprenticeship where I like did like more mechanically stuff, and I was like that's not for me. I want to be on a chart, because I started there like also trading, and I saw like with trading I make more money than my boss, and I was like, why should I work for him? Of course the ego played a big role, and that was like also the reason why I lost then also good money, because my ego was too high. But yeah, my background of like education is like the bare minimum, just school, and after that basically nothing.
Awesome. Now that everyone knows about you, where are you from, and I would like to go deeper. Let's go to your place and to see some charts. Aide. So Fabio, here in your trading desk, first of all let's talk about technical analysis. And when you sit down to trade, what does your process look like?
So first, obviously, I open my MacBook and go on TradingView, and then I open like also other platforms that I use for trading, as example like High Block Capital. It's just for the liquidation to see on crypto where we have the liquidation of the long buy, like of the buyers and sellers. Then I also like going then of course on Forex Factory to see what news do we have for this day, because news are always important and play a role in the trading game. And yeah, and this is like the first thing that I do when I start trading.
So, what is the most important thing in your technical analysis?
Like my most important thing, I would say, is analyst thing that I'm using, like FEGs and all that are combined, so I can say it's a valid trade for me. Like of course, like I have like a sample, like the liquidation needs to line up, the fair value gaps needs to line up. I need to have like a trend. I need to have like the liquid also in the higher time frame, so I have a target for my entry. And also for me very important are the London opening session, because there is a lot of volatility and that's perfect to trade.
So you are describing your trading setup.
Yes.
Can you show us in more details your trading setup?
Of course. We see here the chart Euro USD, and let's go in a little bit higher time frame. So we have like a clue if we are bullish or bearish, of course.
On a big time frame.
Yeah. So we are now on the daily. We obviously see here we are in the bullish trend, in the uptrend. So we can go further in because we want to trade, obviously. And then we're looking at the last relevant high, and that will be this here. And the relevant low, that will be here. So still we are in the bullish trend. So we know, okay, we can go further in. Then we're seeing, of course, the whole liquid in the higher time frame that built over us. We had like liquid under us in the higher time frame, like this here, but this got already taken. So we're going now further into the lower time frame, because otherwise we can't trade. And we're seeing like here with Elliott wave that we have like something active with our goal region of the price up here. But obviously we don't know when it will happen, and that means like for us we need to know like where is the most attractive point for the market to change. And here we're seeing also like the whole FEGs that I'm doing in like the 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, so on like the 5 minute, 1 minute, to see okay what is like a interest point for the market. And here we're currently also seeing like through the liquid from the buy side in, and that's always very important because, as I said, I need the liquidity for my entry points and for my exit points. So that will be like valid to say, okay, we can see after this up move to finesse this liquidity here. So the people that bought here in or out of FOMO get liquidated. And also very beautiful, we building like with liquid over us. So that's also very important for our trade. And here we're seeing like, I took here one trade basically that started very good here. It went, as you see like here, it went in, it went up, but sadly I got breaked even. But it happened, but luckily I got like here a new short order that I took. Let's see here. Because out of the same reason as we see, as I said, like what's important for my trade setup, we're seeing like the time is 9 o'clock. That's like the Swiss time here, so 10 o'clock for us. So London opening, perfectly for my setup. We got like in the London opening.
So you are waiting for a current time, start of the London session, right?
Yes. Like I'm focusing on the London session, that it's like when it's open, that I'm saying, okay, now I'm allowed to trade. Before that, I'm not allowed to trade, and some hours after the London session, I'm also not allowed to trade, even if my setup is valid, because I want to have like the volatility in the market, so my trade's playing out very fast.
Okay.
And we saw like here perfectly with the London session that we build it like under us liquid, also from the ASIN session, this thing in gray, basically. So that my target for my short was basically the lowest point here. So we take all the liquid, and we saw perfectly what happened. We went in the London session in our price area, and then went down to finesse all the liquid that we built it up over the night out of our view. And then I took the TP and I'm out of the market, got like the break even from my long. So a little bit sad for my long, but still I did like a RR 4-5. So with 2% risk, I'm 9% up and I'm fine for the whole week basically. And yeah, that was like the setup from yesterday.
So we can say that the most important thing in your analysis is to approach where is the most attractive liquidity.
Yes.
I see you're using also Elliott wave patterns and Fibonacci.
Yes. Basically, why I'm using it, because with my whole back testing and my experience on the market, I'm seeing like it's working very well, like suspiciously very well. You can predict almost things, and that's the reason why I said to myself, I will use that for my trading style, but of course I'm not only depending on that, and I'm not only looking at that. I need to have, like as I said, all other things that needs to line up, so I can say the trade is valid and I can take it.
Okay, so they are part of your checklist.
Yes.
Okay. What is your style of trading? I mean, do you trade every day like day trading, or you are a swing trader?
Like, I'm both, I would say, because I love to swing trade, because I think all the traders know it, like it's for the mind more chill, more relaxing, and also out of higher time frame, seeing it's not easier, but it's more relaxing. And also I'm trading also daily, so I'm also like a scalper with the London session, because there are trades that are like short-term open. So I'm doing like both, and I'm basically trading every day, because out of crypto-wise, we can also use the weekend as trading days, so that's perfect. So we have no days off. Yeah.
Okay, so when you are in a swing position, you allow yourself to take scalps, right?
Yes.
How many trades do you make per day?
Like it really depends on the day. When we see like, okay, we have all the things that I need to have for my setups, it's more likely that we're having more trades. But here we see like yesterday I only had like one trade. Afterwards I didn't done anything, because it's not valid setups anymore, and I did like 9%, and with 9% you're pretty good on the run. So you don't need to risk it and to lose like the other 2% that are you always risking.
What are your risk management rules?
My risk management rules are pretty simple. It's always I'm risking per trade 2%. Like I'm never risking less or more. It's always the 2% risk that I'm taking.
So when you're in a winning streak, you don't increase your size.
Yeah, correct. I don't increase my size when I'm on a winning streak.
And what about when you are in a losing streak?
Also the same. I'm also the same. I'm not risked like then more or less, because I'm knowing like with my strategy, it's most likely that it will happen, like it will play out. So I'm strict with my rules. I'm saying I'm risking all the time 2% because my win rate is good. So I'm knowing like I will be at the end profitable when I'm not basically lying to myself and using other risks, like 1% for this trade, 1.5% for this trade, because overall I'm profitable, I know it, so I'm not scared to take always the 2%.
For example, when your position is in your direction, in expected direction, when you decide to take partial profit, do you take actually partial profits?
Like I never take partial profits out of one reason, because as I said, like I'm trading based on my setup, and my setup says when it goes in this price zone, you can long or short it, and your target is at this region. So I'm taking all the profit at this region, and when it don't take it, like we see here the long trade, my target was here. Now of course I could take like partial profits at the last high, but my system is strict saying nah, your take profit is at the relevant last high. So I got here like sadly break even, but then we see also like with the short it's completely fine, because otherwise I would take like here partial profits and make only 3.5x basically.
Where do you put your stops and targets?
It really depends like on the market. I'm always like for my stop loss, it's more likely the FEG's end that we like know from the basic FEG's rule, that you're saying like a sample like here the 1 hour FEG, imagine like this 1 hour FEG, you would take that, of course we didn't took it, and then your stop loss would be at the end of the candle. Like I'm always trading like that, but of course when we have like other FEGs over us or interest liquidity over us, we take the stop loss a little bit higher. And my take profit is always, because I'm trading for liquidity, at the revenant low when I'm shorting, or a revenant high when I'm going for long, because I want to see the market goes in this direction to be like in my favor.
Tell me more about liquidity and how you analyze it.
So basically on crypto, analyzing that with the liquidity is with the app or website High Block Capital. Of course there are like liquid out there for like free version. It's also good working, but for me of course I was telling to myself, when I'm making money on the market I can also like pay a little bit for that, so it's perfectly fine for me. And you're seeing like here is everything on it that you needed. Like on this side we're seeing like in red the short orders that went in. If it's darker it's like high leverage shorts, like 120x or so. And when it's like light red it's like low X factor, like low leverage. And also for the green, if it's more dark green it's like high leverage longs, and if it's light green it's like more like low leverage trades. And then we perfectly seeing like here a sample like what happened currently. We built up on this down momentum a very much high leverage shorts, because the people thought like okay the market will drop, continue and take like the low from here. But of course when the most people think it goes to this direction, it goes the other, and we saw that perfectly. Then we pushed up and took like the high leverage short out of the markets, and now we also seeing like we build like new high leverage shorts over us, like the two dots here, and maybe we can see why we recording here, that we take this leverage short position out.
Okay.
And then of course the next thing here, we're seeing here like a graph with the basically positions, like long to short positions, and we're seeing like here when it's in green, more longs are at risk in the market, and when it's red, more shorts are at risk. And basically that's pretty good, because with that you see like the mentality of the market. And as I said, like when the mass is thinking that will go up, it most likely doing the opposite. So it's also pretty good to have it on your radar. And also then here we're seeing like the heat maps, and the heat maps are also very important for us, because we're seeing like here you can decide like which time frame you want to have, like 12-hour, 1 day, 3 day, and so on. What means that basically is all the liquid that we build it from now to 12 hours is in the 12 hours chart, and then when it's over 12 hours it goes to 1 day till it's 1 day old, and then so on, it's going to the 3 day to the 7 days. And that's also very cool to see, because we saw here also with the 12-hour liquid, we built a lot of liquidation over us, because if it's more like yellowish, it's more liquid. And that's like also, okay, we should take this liquid later or sooner. And when we like compares to the short positions, it's like basically the same, because the short position is the liquid on the chart. And then what I did like here basically, so I don't need to click every single time on it and change it, I just placed all the things here. Like I took like here, I can just do it bigger, the 3-month charts, and then we're seeing like here the whole liquid that we have here over us, crazy liquid. Then shortly over us we have also here a good amount of liquid.
And what about this one?
This is also very good at 117k, that we have a lot of liquid, because of course we build it more liquid at the top side, because a lot of people are shorting Bitcoin currently. Because we're also seeing like here the people were very bullish, and we built liquid under us and we finessed it, because the liquid under us was nearer from our current point than the liquid over us, so we took that first. And now we're seeing basically under us in the 3 months we have nothing, so it's most likely that we could see an up move. Then we're seeing like on the 1 month the same thing, under us not that much liquid, over us way more liquid. Then on the 7 day the same, under us basically no liquid, over us way more liquid. And you're going like to all the time frames there, so you can validate for yourself what will the market do. And for me, as I said, I'm very drawn to liquidity, because I'm believing that the market going also to the liquidity most likely. So that's very good for my trading part to have that on the
And the same logic works on all instruments and markets, right?
Yes. Like this here, like high block capital, that's more like for the crypto guys, when you want to see the liquidity of crypto, because here you see it perfectly. Like here, while we speak, we just took like the high leverage short positions out of the market, because high leverage you don't want to have in the market most likely. And when you're like trading then other things like currencies or like gold as sample, you're doing the validation of liquidation differently, because you don't have like an app for it. And there like is the simple principle of like here we going with a higher low, higher low, higher low, so we building liquid, then we took the liquid, so here the liquid is gone, but still the liquid from here is there, and so on basically.
You mentioned that you trade mostly crypto. Did you survive the last crypto crash?
Yes, like the last crypto crash, of course my spot portfolio bled a little bit, because it dumped. But we are traders, so we also trade, and I was like then more short orientated, and with that I could I was like able to recover all my losses that I did on my spot portfolio, and did even more. So for me was it like not a bad crash, for me was it a pretty good crash, because the crash gave me the opportunity to buy in crypto lower for my spot portfolio. So I was pretty happy that this happened.
Can you show us some of Numa trading history?
Yeah, I can. Like we have like here, like I'm doing that for myself, the trading history of our firm. We're seeing like here, overall we did 326% since April. And basically the crypto crash, we can also see like here when we go on the daily, was basically started at the 10th of October. And we're seeing like here the 10th of October was here. Of course, as usual, it started first with some losses with longs because we were like long orientated. We took like 2 stop loss. Then we went into the short because the momentum changed. But sadly, we got like break even because we're seeing also here on the chart, we got a retracement in the market. We went up again. So we got like the break evens. Then we got like, of course, another stop loss in the shorts because that's completely usual in the market. And then luckily and good that we took like more shorts and we were still like comfortable with our strategy. So we were able to recover all the losses that we made here and did like even more profits. As you see here, like 14% of the whole portfolio, 9%, 12%. And that's like also the 2% rule. We risk 2% per trade. And with that, we are able to say it's a very safe game because we need a lot of losses to liquidate our account. And with one trade, we're playing like we're getting out a lot of losses.
Nice, really nice. So you show us how actually achieve big results with a few trades, right?
Yes. So basically we saw like overall since April, so around about 8 months, we did 69 trades overall. Of these were like, with this we were able to make an overall profit of 326.56%. And we're seeing like, I have like a 42% hit rate of my trade profits and a 26% hit rate of my stop loss, and the rest is basically break evens. But luckily my break evens are like always like a little bit lower, a little bit higher. So we made it with the, even with the break evens like 7%. And you seeing like basically it's like a game of not, I need to spam my trades. It's like you need to have a strategy, you have your percentage that you risk, and with that you can achieve high numbers with low, like with little trades, basically with not too much.
This is an incredible result. What advice would you give our audience about trading and patience?
Like I would say definitely first having a risk management is very important because with that you can play it more safe. So risk management is essential when you want to start trading, and also to find your strategy because there's a lot of strategy out there. And of course, their strategies are working, but you need to find the strategy that is working for your style of trading. So I would advise the people to see what strategies are out there, use them, learn them, backtest them, and see if the strategy is working for you. And with that, you can then start trading with a good risk management, and you should be good.
That sounds really easy.
Yeah, like as usual, trading sounds really easy, but sadly it's not really easy. So it's just like the game of trading. The most people are unprofitable, but the few that are profitable, that showing it like it's a pretty easy game.
Okay, can you share with us a source of information that has helped you with trading?
Like I was in the game of like just YouTube, watching YouTube videos of some people that are profitable traders that explained like the normal things like FEGs, what is a fair value gap, how it works, then what is liquidity, how it works. And I will just say like, just go on YouTube, type in these things because you see it for free. You don't need to pay for it. And with that alone, you can achieve crazy things.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, Fabio, thank you for everything. Final words?
Like the people will find us on social media on the usual channels like YouTube and Instagram, and we also started to have like a Telegram group where we like showing the people how we approach the market, what is our opinion on the market, and just to have like communication with the people that are interesting with this topic, because trading is usually like a lonely job, you can say.
Yeah, definitely it's all game.
Yeah, and like also what for me helped me like to be around people that also trade, so you can learn from them or you can help them also trading, so you improve yourself. And of course the stuff is all free because we're a profitable trader, and with trading we make our money and not with other things.
Nice. Fabio, this was been extremely valuable conversation. Thank you very much. Thank you for breaking down not only your story but also actual structure behind your trading strategy.
Thanks for having me.
Скъпи инсайдери, благодаря, че бяхте с нас. Ако ви хареса това, което чухте и имате въпроси към Фабио, пишете в коментари. Аз ще се погрижа те да достигнат до него и той да ви отговори. And Fabio, last one question. When we will play tennis again?
After the holiday seasons.
Deal.
Deal.